guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how I'm really going to tell you this, but I have been keeping something from you for about 3 months now. And that was one of the reasons why I stopped doing YouTube for quite a while and contradicting on whether to delete it or not. And I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to get proper emotional through this. I know I am. So on the 22nd of May, I was in the bath and my mum and dad was downstairs and I think they was watching Orange is the New Black. And I was sat in the bath thinking, I ain't worth it. Why do I belong here? I don't belong here. Why am I doing this? And why am I still here? And I was contradicting on whether I should be alive or not. And I decided, no, I don't deserve to be alive. So I went into my room and I had tablets there from being so ill. I had tablets for a headache. And I took about 6 of them. But while I was doing that, I was messaging and like a nice person who I knew from year 11. She was a good person. And she messaged my mum. And I came downstairs. And it started to kick in. I felt sick. I had tummy ache. I just didn't feel the greatest. And I'm being 100% honest, in fact 1000% honest, that this did happen to me on the 22nd of May and I didn't get back until 5 o'clock in the morning because I was there for so long. But yeah, I went to the hospital, but first my mum rang went on the NHS website to see what you do with people that have overdoses, including children, and I had to go to hospital within an hour, but she rang them just in case it was something different and she got it wrong. So she rang them and they said, ultrasound your way. So I went upstairs, I had to get weighed on like this. We had one of them in the bathroom. And yeah, and then off I went and I got my jacket on, my nice cozy one with my coat. I felt sick, I felt dizzy, I felt hot, and all these emotions was running through my mind, and I was sat in a waiting room for hours and hours on end. There were so many poorly children in there. I felt really sorry for this baby that was in a lot of pain. So yeah, I'm sat down on this waiting thing and the room is spinning. And then I get called in to the nurse. I don't get my bloods taken, I just get this thing on my finger to see how many substances I got. But then I had to wait to see if I would end up staying in hospital overnight or being able to go home. So I waited then and this boy came in called Charlie, I think it was, and he was really funny. Oh my goodness. After they checked me and stuff, I started to feel a little bit better. Like, my head was still banging, but the room wasn't spinning, and my dizziness had gone away, but my sickness was still there. So Charlie comes in and he's so funny. He ruins the toy display completely. So yeah, and he was there because he's breathing, but he was running around like a monster. Honestly. He was running around like his backside on fire. And then the next day, it was actually the next day, but I was still in hospital. I was there until like 5 a.m, so we went to the next day. It came to 1 a.m, and the great thing was about the hospital though was they always refilled the drinks with ice, so it was like cold as ever. And I loved water with like ice in it, and I love blackcurrant with ice in it. And there was the 2 drinks that was on there, including one more, which was, I think, was like a lemon water. And I tried the lemon water on. I wasn't too keen on it, so I just quickly drank that one and then went for a water. And I think I stick with that one mainly all night until I swapped for the blackcurrant. So I bounced in between them two. And then came to me seeing the doctor, and I said, I'm already under Alcast. I shouldn't need to stay here, because usually if you stay there overnight because of things like that, the Alcast people will come and see you the next morning. And from this day to this day, my Alcast supporter, Sarah, doesn't even know that I had an overdose, because I haven't seen her for the past 3 months because she's been too busy. Meetings had to be postponed a couple months before. So yeah, so I haven't seen her about that. They thought I'd never do it, but she's going to be shocked when she realised that I did, because I felt so lonely and helpless. But yeah, anyway, I got released. He came back and he said, yeah, you can go home. I was thankful for that, because honestly I didn't really want to stay there. I like my own bed, and I like my blankets and my dressing gown and stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to stay there basically. And so yeah, I got out and then I went home. I got a cheeky Starbucks on the way back because it was open 24 hours, and I didn't even know that until I realised. I was like, please can I go to Starbucks? She was like, yeah, I think you've been for a lot. I was like, thanks. I'm actually going again tomorrow. But yeah, sorry guys, my voice is so croaky. It always gets like this at night time. But yeah, it was like, I want to say 5 a.m. It was when I got back, 5 something, and then I woke up the next day and it was Thursday. Mum had work and I didn't know, because obviously Thursday's usually a day off, but she was covering for somebody. And she made me, obviously after an overdose, you don't really have an appetite. My mum made me my favourite pasta. I had 2 mouthfuls and I couldn't eat anymore. So yeah, but then I decide for my tea, I want McDonald's or KFC or Chippy. And I decided to go for Chippy because I thought I've had too many takeaways, I need to, so I know Chippy still counts as takeaway, but it's better like gravy, stuff like that. So I put in chips and gravy, and ever since that day, I've been addicted to that, and I had it yesterday as well. It's actually not yesterday. I had it on Tuesday as well, because I was off all week, because I got sent home sick on Monday. I threw up in school, wasn't the best. Went to doctors yesterday, and I went to doctors Tuesday actually. And yeah, we just spoke about how I was feeling and stuff, and I weren't eating and things like that. But yeah, anyway, the next day, and then I went to school on Friday, and the one person I didn't want to see was the person, one of the reasons why I did it. And I was thinking, it's Karen walking, and then she found out about it somehow. I don't know how. I think it's because the girl that I was messaging, who was in year 11, knew her. So yeah. But yeah, like, and then I saw my teacher, Miss Robinson. I saw my support worker, Hayley, and they all just came running up to me and, you know, pulled me through the day and things like that, and spoke to me and said I was okay. And then I went to Miss Burrows, which is based in my head of house, with Bowland. Yes, I had a bit of a long childhood day, and I also got advised to see the school nurse, so I did that as well. The Monday after, so obviously it was a Thursday, and they only came on a Monday. So I went to go and see the school nurse the next Monday. So yeah, on the 22nd and the 23rd and the 24th, it was a big week for me, because they've been through so much. So yeah, I'd been through so much. So yeah, I didn't really know. And that was the day, the week of my final day of drama, and I didn't know because there were enough people there. Like I said, there's been a complication from my acting. That was the complication, that the people was going to different places and the wrong academy, because there was a Manchester one, there was a Bolton one, there was a Wigan one, and there was a Stockport one. So people was going to different ones. I didn't realise that it was the wrong one until they got there and they'd already teached her. So yeah, things happened, and then, oh my goodness, that was all I was saying. And then I spoke about my overdose because I knew that Jasmine Franks had done a storyline about overdose and her character and how she got through it. And I asked for advice, and I know it sounds stupid because obviously it was a character's perspective, but when you're playing a character, you feel like you're them anyway. So yeah, that was my month in May 2019, and it was the worst, but I got through it. I'm still here today, and I'm happy as ever with my YouTube channel. I'm happy as ever with my family now. I'm not as happy as ever with school because that is still stressful, and day-to-day things are still stressful, but I'm here, and that's the great thing. Anyway, guys, comment below if you've ever done something like that before, and how did you get through it? I got through it by talking to family, my support workers, and when I see Outcast again, I think I'm going to go speak to them about it, Sarah. So yeah, anyway, so I hope you had a brilliant day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video if you really enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.